My arm was trapped, wedged tightly between a massive boulder and the canyon wall. I pushed with everything I had, but the rock didn't move an inch. Panicking but trying to stay focused, I checked my backpack. A watch, some climbing rope, a DV camera, half a bottle of water, and a small knife. I tried chiseling at the rock with the knife, but it slipped and fell to the ground. I couldn't bend down to reach it, so I took off my sock, grabbed a stick with my toes, and after an exhausting effort, I finally managed to get the knife back, but the tip was already dull. With no other choice, I began grinding at the rock, from day into night. To survive, I rationed my water, 1 sip every 6 hours, but the rock, it didn't change at all. I needed a new plan. I grabbed my climbing rope, tied it tightly around the rock, set up a pulley system using a carabiner, wrapped the other end around my arm, and pulled as hard as I could. Still nothing. I even tied the rope to my foot, braced myself, and yanked with all my strength. The rock didn't budge. Then came the worst part. I accidentally knocked over the bottle. My last bit of water spilled onto the ground. I was out of options, out of time. There was only one way left. I removed the strap from my empty water bottle, wrapped it tightly around my arm as a tourniquet, clipped it tight with the carabiner, and picked up the knife. I took a deep breath and started to cut, but the blade was so dull I barely scraped off any skin. In that moment, I regretted not bringing a sharper knife. Still, I wasn't about to quit. I stabbed the tip deep into my arm. The pain was blinding. My entire body went numb. I just kept shaking my head, anything to distract from the agony. I tightened the tourniquet, gripped the knife harder, and tried to cut through the bone. But the bone was tougher than I'd imagined. So I shifted my body, leaned all my weight forward, and crushed down on my arm. I knew a human arm had 2 bones. I did it again. I laughed, not from joy but out of madness, mocking death itself. Then I reached into my pack, broke off the tiny blade meant for opening cans. I had no choice now. I had to finish the job. I had to cut my arm off completely.